Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for getting us to over a 250,000 subscribers. We really appreciate that today. I'm your favorite sports uncle. I'm the one that you love to come hang around in the cookhouse and the family reunion because you know I got the great stories to tell. He's your favorite number 85. He's going to come over and tell you everything that you want to hear. You like hanging out. He's going to buy you ice cream, probably give you a good tip, even though the service was terrible. Chad Ocho, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Check this out, Ocho. On today's episode, we'll be giving away $2,500 to one lucky commenter. This is what needs to happen. You must be subscribed to win, and you must be active in the chat. Again, the rules: you must be subscribed to Nightcap, and you must be active in the chat. Thank you again for clicking that subscribe button. All you guys that have subscribed, go ahead, Ocho.
I have a question.
Yes.
And I got my finger up, like when you're in church and you gotta excuse yourself.
Yes.
I just wanted to again to thank the people for subscribing. I'd like to thank them for helping us reach this milestone in such a short amount of time.
Yep.
But I was thinking I want to reiterate what I talked about last episode about how about we up in the ante to make a little bit more beneficial for a special individual and making it 250K instead of 2,500.
You do realize we're on 3 nights. You do realize we're on 3 nights a week. Probably over the course of a year, we're probably going to reach that number, Ocho.
Right.
Instead of giving it to one person or two people, how about we give it to like hundreds or thousands of people?
Okay, so you wanna just go. Let's. Okay, how about this? I'm a cheerful giver. So how about we do 2,500 twice a month?
Okay. But probably it's going to be more. It's going to probably be geared to maybe 5 people on a given, as opposed to just one. Tonight we're just going to see how it goes. One lucky commenter is going to win $2,500. Remember, you must be subscribed to win, and you must be active in the chat. And to reiterate and to echo what Ocho said, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for helping us reach this milestone. We also have Shea by Laportier pinned at the top. It is back in stock. The holidays are right around the corner. You got Thanksgiving and you got Christmas. And I'm sure there's some, what is that? Scorpio, Sagittarius, I don't know, Capricorn. I don't know what it is, but I know somebody got some birthdays out there. So go ahead and pick up your bottle for, I don't know if you're a Capricorn. I think Capricorn is December.
January 9th. That's me, Capricorn.
So December. And so I don't know what November is. Sagittarius. I don't know. But anyway, thank you again. And we're going to get right into it, Ocho. Raiders beat the Jets. I think the final score was, what was the final score? 12 to 17?
16-12.
16-12. Zach Wilson, 23 of 39, 263, 1 pick. Jets were 0 for 1 in the red zone. Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders was 16 of 27, 153, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Take away from tonight's game.
I mean, it was a sloppy game. It was a sloppy game from two teams that haven't been playing well all year. To me, obviously, Zach Wilson has to play better. He has to play better. There was on the interception that Zach threw. If the people that were watching, you could see it was somewhat of a, stay with me, baby. It was a time and throw. And the backer going out to the flat ruined the timing of Lazard getting to the spot. And that's why Robert Spillane was able to pick that off. So he threw off the time in just a split second, and then the interception happened. The Jets did get the ball back and almost had opportunity to try and score, but obviously they didn't. The Raiders did what they needed to do. The Raiders did what they needed to do to win the game, and the fact that they are playing the way they are for their new head coach, interim head coach, Antonio Pierce, says a lot. Says a lot about the players. It says a lot about him and what he's been able to instill in those fellas in such a short amount of time. They were really, really sick of their head coach. Now that I've done a little bit more homework and talked to a few of the players on the team, they gave me a better assessment on how they really felt about McDaniels, and I didn't know it was that bad. Obviously, on the outside looking in, after talking to a few players, I'm not going to say any names. They said, "Yeah, we were sick and tired of that," and they was ready to fold.
He's not a people's person. I talked to him when he was in Denver. I talk to a lot of people, and not just on the team, not just players, but I'm talking about coaches. I'm talking about I'm talking about people just in the building. And I'm not going to say what they called him, but let's just say he's not a good person. And nobody was sad to see him go. That being said, Ocho, I told you at the beginning of the year,
right?
In the nutrition world, they say you can't out exercise a bad diet. In football, you can't overcome bad quarterback play. Consistent bad quarterback play. I don't care how great your defense is. And I tried to tell you that. And the Jets has an outstanding defense. But eventually you'll wear down. And it's hard to play like that when your quarterback is like this. The reason why he picked it, look, Spillane is the middle backer.
Right.
He picked the spot route because he stared him down. Ocho, from the time he caught the ball, he never took his eyes off Lazard. He's in the middle of the field. He's like, that's where you going. He never looked at Lazard. He just took off to a spot.
Right. But again, if you watch the replay again, the back going to the flat. I'm not sure what number 5 name was. He ran into Lazard and threw off the timing to him, Lazard getting to the spot. So Zach was already letting it go because he anticipated him already being there. But when the backer ran into Lazard a little bit, it threw off the timing for a split second. That split second is all it took. But again, you're right. He does have to play better. He has to minimize the turnovers and give his team a chance to win a game. And today he didn't do that.
It's really hard to play football like that because I was in the offense like that. That's why we were in the Ravens. We knew if we got a lead, Raiden would tell us, hey, Shay, give us a 7, give us 10, give us 10 early, and don't turn it over. We knew if we got up 7, without a scoop and score or a pick 6, you couldn't beat us.
Right.
There's no way you could drive 80 yards. You couldn't drive 80 yards to get a field goal, and you damn sure weren't going to drive 75, 80 yards to get a touchdown. That wasn't going to happen. So, but to understand, Ocho, it's hard to play because you're playing for one play. You're hoping to have the perfect play called and catch the defense out of position just once. That's all you got to do. And for him, he's just like, I mean, there's certain things that just comes along with playing. But like you said, just looking off, these guys move with eyes. Their formation, they see, that's why you see guys, that's what the really good ones can do. They'll look over here and knowing they're going over there. All they try to do is move one person.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
On such a short route.
Yes.
And he was he already in the gun? Do you have time to look forward just to hold that linebacker there and then come back to your spot route? You have time to do that?
Yes, you do. Because all you want to do is catch it. You want to keep your eyes downfield. You know you either go into the swing or the spot. You know when you go, it's kind of like that's why you have the advantage on the DB because you know what route you want to run.
Right.
Even though he might, this is a formation. I know patterns, but he still is guessing. You know, absolutely, I got the dig. I got the out. I got the bang. You already know that.
Right.
He knows he's swinging it or he's going to the spot. I ain't got to look at it. It's just like you. You don't got to look at the spot like, man, let's see. Okay, I got 10. I got a 12 yard. I got a 10 roll to 12. I'm looking at that. You don't got to look at that because you already know what you got, Ocho. You don't got to look at that spot.
You're right.
But that just comes along with timing. The only thing I'm going to say is, AP, your team played really hard. Don't take this game from them. You run that football, make them burn that final timeout, and punt it. You do not let them hang on to that timeout.
Right.
Don't. They fought too hard. Don't you take that a gamer from them. Don't try to be a hero. Look at what you got now. You got a rookie quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, hey, I will trust them.
Right. In that situation.
Yes.
Definitely.
But more times than not, okay, say it's 3rd and 2. But I'm running the football, Ocho. They're not hanging on to that timeout.
Right.
You're going to burn that timeout. You're going to get this ball back with no timeouts. And if you go down there and get a touchdown, that's on my defense. That's on my defense.
Right.
But there's no way that was supposed to happen. Man. Dang. We sold out again?
You sold out that fast?
We just finished. They just restocked it, Ocho. They just restocked it.
Wait, you sold out that fast already?
I sold out that fast already. We're gonna make sure we have it back up there for you tomorrow. Make sure we have it back up there for you tomorrow, guys.
Hey, hold on.
Thank you.
Can you explain to me what is it? It's cognac, right?
It's a cognac, yes. It's a VSOP.
Man, I need to start drinking.
It's
I need to
good.
start drinking.
With
Maybe I
cigar.
need.
With that cigar, because we're in the eight bar in the resorts world. So we're in there in Breza with
Wait,
cigar.
Resort World in Vegas?
Yeah,
That's where I'm going tomorrow.
yeah. If you go to 8 or Breza, ask for Shea by Laportier.
Wait a minute. They got my cigars in 8.
Yes.
I said, baby, they got my cigar. That's an 8, right? Man, they got my cigars in 8. Man, we got to do something there at 8, man. We got to do something at Resort World together.
You want to do something during the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a show. We can have a show at 8 and do like a sit down.
I know that the volume was talking about having something live, probably Thursday night. They were trying to work on a venue. I did talk to the bosses at Resorts World. They were game. And so that's something that we're definitely going to try and put together.
Yeah,
but congratulations to the Raiders. They got followed last week up's victory with another victory. So that's 2 wins in a row. Jets lost last week, right? Second, then it's two in a row.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. They won the previous 3 and they lost the last 2.
Yeah. So thank you guys again. I'm sorry that Laportier is already sold out, but I promise you, we'll get it back up there tomorrow. We'll have it back up. So thank you guys again. CJ Stroud.
Woo!
Ocho. He went to the jungle. He went to the jungle. He banged on his what they call that shield. It's a Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Where you at?
He did.
Where you at?
Listen. I can't even argue with you. I can't even argue because I can't even argue the fact. Forget him beating the Bengals. Forget that part. Forget about the game he had today. I want to talk about what he's done the past 9 weeks as a quarterback that they questioned coming out in the draft. Talk about this test or that test. Oh, we don't know if he's worth the number 2 pick. Man, listen, he is a rookie that's playing at an MVP level. Please tell me when's the last time you've seen a rookie play at a level like this and win an MVP? Has it ever happened before?
Not in the court. The only rookie to ever win the MVP is Jim Brown. He did that in 57 as a running back.
A running back. That's what
not
I'm
as a quarterback. Because here's the Ocho. This is what you got to look at. Think about what they're asking him to do. They're not running the football. They're not doing what they did for Big Ben with Jerome Bettis and Willie Parker. And you got that. We're going to play outstanding defense behind our run game. No, they put the ball in this kid's hands. He has the second most passing yards in the NFL. Sam Howell passed him. He took the lead. Sam Howell passed him. 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Well, the rookie of the year is over. That's done. Now, let's have a serious discussion. This kid MVP. He's smack dab in Ocho. Let's have real talk.
Yeah.
At the quarterback position, he's played the best quarterback thus far. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback, but if you look
the best quarterback so far,
through 9 weeks, if you look at the totality and what he's done, now this is back-to-back weeks, Ocho, as a rookie, he went and got game-winning drives. One, he got a touchdown in 40 seconds. He had 46 on the clock. He did it in 40.
Yeah.
Now, he throws a horrible interception, and guess what he does? He said, don't worry about it. I got you. I got this.
Listen, the funny thing about Stroud, this is crazy. Right now in the season, he has 2,626 passing yards, 15 touchdowns. We in week 9, he only threw his second interception today. That's it. His second interception was today. To be a rookie, to come into the NFL and have them put the ball in your hands and say, you lead us.
Yes.
I'm not talking about crossing routes. I'm not talking about check down. I'm talking about digs, curls, corner routes, deep posts, streaks. He throwing everything from 1 to 9 of the route tree.
Yeah.
He has so much poise in his ability to process the game, even in clutch situations, which he was able to do the past 2 weeks. To be able to do that at this level as a rookie is like he's been here before and he's playing like a goddamn veteran.
He is. And that's the thing, Ocho, is that when they put the ball in his hand, they're not run it. Okay, we're going to throw a third down. They say, nah, they'll throw it on first down. They'll throw it on, they'll throw it on any down, any area of the field. That's immense. That shows he's shown them something in practice, in training camp, in OTAs that we can't put enough on his plate that he can't digest it.
Yeah.
He's been phenomenal. And I'm not so sure. If you go back and look at the interception he threw, I think Dale is running a shallow and he started to climb. You know, on a shallow, if you climb, that guy gonna jet it. He gonna go up underneath it.
Yeah, Taylor Britt. Yeah, you came right up underneath it.
You got if that shallow, if it's now I don't know if he's supposed to do this now, but we ran the shallow. We ran it from 4 to 6. You could run 4 yards. You couldn't get deeper than 6. If you climb and all of a sudden you go 8 to 10, that DB gonna jump up underneath it.
He right up underneath it and go the other way.
That's exactly what he did.
The Texans are 5-4, right?
Yes. They got 5 wins. Let me give you their schedule. If you don't have it, they got the Cardinals, they got the Titans twice, they got the Broncos, the Jets, and the Colts, along with the Browns at home.
So, me looking at it, they have a great opportunity to be what? Damn near 10-4.
They definitely probably going to be favored over the Cardinals. They'll probably be favored
over the Titans.
At least once.
At least once?
Yes. Broncos. A lot of this is going to be contingent, Ocho, on where they play. If they get some of these teams, well, we know Titans are in the same division, so we know they're going to be home and away. So they're going to get one of those at home. They get the Browns at home. The Browns probably will be favored in that one, but I'm
defense.
I'm going to be shocked if the Colts, especially if the Colts have to go to Houston and the Broncos have to go to Houston, that they'll be favored over the Texans.
I have a question. Do you really, I mean, the fact that you played, do you really think home and away really matters that much? Because from my experience, I prefer playing away from home as opposed to being at home. It really didn't bother me. I like the hostile environments. What about you?
I'm just saying for betting purposes.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying for betting purposes as being favored to win the game. Now, just because you're favored, it doesn't mean you're going to win the game, because it's not like you get those points that you're favored, that the other team is favored by. So with that being said, but it's that if you look at CJ and the way he's playing, bro, you saw what Cincinnati did to the 49ers. We saw what they did to who is that? Seattle. I think that was Seattle that they played. And for a rookie to go in there, he outplayed Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow didn't play bad.
He didn't play bad at all. We had our opportunity. As a team, we had opportunities to win the game. It just didn't fall in our favor. And I think the way it ended for the Bengals today, I tell you, I don't know why God put this on my heart. I think the game ended today purposely because we're going to be in a position later on, and Tyler Boyd is going to be in a position to get us into the playoffs. Just the way the game works for some reason. I just know it. He wasn't supposed to catch that ball today. And what's going to happen? He's going to be in a position later on, and he's going to have an important catch that's going to get us into the playoffs, and we're going to make a run from that point on.
CJ Stroud told The Athletic this week, "I never drafted a quarterback who didn't play another sport growing up. I never drafted a QB without talking to his teammates first. And I'd have to sit down with him and watch film. And I would make him explain, where do the rules stop? Where the instincts kick in." Let that sink in for a second. He says, "Okay, you got a script here. Why?
Right.
But let me tell you what I saw. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. Because at some point in time, this is why the days of the Peyton Mannings and the Drew Brees and the Tom Brady's, the statuesque guys that just play solely, mainly 90% from the pocket, it's over. Right. You're going to have to get our script. Because you know what, Ocho? I'm gonna call a play. And you know what happened? Those X's on the other side, they start moving around.
Oh, yeah.
So what happens when I call a play and it breaks down and I need you, CJ, to go make a play? So he says, "I want to be able to explain to you. You see why I did that? Well, let me tell you what I saw. I saw this, and I was like, okay, you know what? They're gonna take one away. I can go to 2. But I see they got 2 bracketed. So now, he talks like a guy that's been in the league 5-6 years. That ain't no rookie talk, bro.
Nah.
Did you hear what he said? I wouldn't draft a quarterback didn't play another sport. I wouldn't draft a quarterback without talking to his teammates. And I want to sit down and watch film with him and make him explain to me where do the rules stop and the instincts kick in. Yeah, I'm like, wow.
The one thing I do like about Stroud is, he's a dual threat quarterback, but he's a pocket passer first. He runs when he has to run.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not just taking off just to take off. Listen, Noah Brown, Nico Collins,
And
saving that
Dale.
boy, and Tank Dell. Boy, Tank Dell is special.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Dell is special. They
And
they
that's
they gonna be a really good, nice 1-2 combo for years to come. They
Ocho. You
played
know that
really well today.
Ocho. You know that's the same Noah Brown that was in Dallas.
It is.
That is yeah.
Hey, I ain't
That,
even realize, man. He balling.
yeah, that's him. That's
Yo,
the
man. Hey, Noah Brown, I know you're gonna see this, boy. I see you, boy. I
yeah.
see you, boy. Sometimes the change of scenery does wonders for you, man. I salute you, homie.
Someone named Doug Sanders just donated $100. Do we know him? Do we know Doug?
Doug, Doug, you got money. Doug donated $100.
Sports Addict just donated $20. Ask us to recall the hardest hit we've ever taken.
Hardest. Oh, I know what mine is. Who? Somebody caught you?
I got.
And I know. I bet you got caught on the slant too. Either a slant or a seam.
I got caught on the over route. I got two. Rest his soul, Orlando Thomas. I ran a far cross.
Yeah.
And check this out. What made it so bad? He picked it. So I'm looking for the ball like this.
Ooh.
He jumps up. Knee catches me in the chin. I'm out before I even hit the dirt. Before I hit the turf. Boom.
Wait, out cold?
Out. OUWT. Out. Picked it. But you know back there, Ocho, they get come to the sideline,
smelling salt,
little smelling salt, hey, how many fingers I got up? You know, they ain't do but one or two. You got a 50% chance. 0-2. Okay, you good, go back in there. And then I got hit by the Raiders. I forget the linebacker's name.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a two tight end set.
Right.
Tiger set 12 personnel. And normally I'm playing wide. Normally I play Tiger, but I'm playing wide in this situation. Chamberlain's playing the Tiger. They walk the Sam backer. Anytime they walk the Sam backer, what you thinking, Ocho, on another tight end? I'm thinking man.
Man, yeah, obviously. That's the only reason he walked, though.
Check this out. So the Tiger tight end is going to run a go. I'm going to run a flat. It's cover 2.
Don't tell me the corner sat.
The corner is the Sam backer.
The quarterback didn't see it?
Didn't see it. He's thinking Ocho, he's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. They walked the Sam. I'm like, I'm gonna catch. Hey, Ocho, I see that. And then Ocho, you know what I'm thinking? I said, ooh, that mean the mic got to cover me. I will catch this flat route. I'm gonna turn this thing up.
Upfield.
Ooh, oh yeah. You running hard, Ocho. You pumping that head on him.
Yeah.
Man, Ocho, I did this right here.
Yeah.
Ocho, he hit me so hard, he knocked my helmet off. Man.
Wait, he didn't knock you out though. You got up?
Yeah, I got up. I don't know how. I got a couple of licks. I got hit a dude. Ocho, I done took some licks. I took one. I caught a shallow cross, Ocho. Got a block and turned up. And by that time, I had fractured my eye socket at the end of 95, so I was wearing a shield.
Right.
Ocho, I caught it. I turned up. I didn't see dude. The safety came. Hit me dead in the side of my head. They say, hey, Red, that's the way to bring the wood. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm laying on the ground, I said, what wood he brought? Ocho, he cracked my shield like a windshield. You know how hard it is to crack a shield? He cracked it.
That's crazy.
He cracked it.
We were playing the Browns. We were playing at home. I never forget this. And a lot of people remember this is the era during the time where I had the blonde mohawk. I'm in my prime now. I never forget. two by two set.
Okay.
You know, when you got two receivers on one side and it's third down, slant's coming.
Double slant.
Double slant's coming. Man, I run the slant. Carson, I don't know if the ball might have slipped out of Carson's hand by accident, maybe a tad bit. The ball was too high. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar couldn't have caught this ball. What do?
You jump for it?
I still jump anyway, trying to go get it. I never forget this, man. Brian Russell, the safety for the Browns at the time, hit me up under my chin. My helmet went flying one way. It's blood gushing. My jersey. I'm knocked out on the field. I'm knocked out cold.
Wow.
Like knocked out cold.
I think he played for the Vikings too, Ocho. Check and see if Brian Russell played for the Vikings. Because I think he got me too, Ocho.
He did?
I think he did.
No, Unc, listen, I was knocked out. I'm talking about knocked out. Like when you in the boxing ring and somebody knock you out and you sleep.
Yes.
But I was sleep on the field. Then I'm not sure what happened after that.
In 2000, in 2002, 2002, he got me too, Ocho.
Oh, that was him?
He got a unnecessary roughness. He talking about my bad. I said, what you mean your bad? You dirty mofo. Listen, he put his helmet right up under my chin on a seam route.
The stitches, you can still see with a gash. I had a big gash. Then after the game, the media wanted to interview me. I'm still concussed. Like I'm sure if when they edit this and we talk about this, you can see me after the game. I'm still concussed. All I want to know is how did Lee Barden do? Like you could tell I'm still woozy. Dude, yeah. I never, ever been hit like that again. And that obviously that's the hardest hit because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
The stuff with Ray Lewis and stuff, I see those hits coming. So you're able to tense,
you brace a little bit.
Tense your body, you embrace for it. That Brian Russell hit, nothing like that ever before.
Thank you guys so much for the donations. Thank you guys for subscribing. Continue to click that subscribe button. Click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and be active in the chat for an opportunity because we will be giving away $2,500 tonight.
$2,500.
The Ravens, Lamar and the Ravens, they showed you, Ocho, why they're hard to trust. With 9 minutes left in the game, they're up 31-17.
Yeah.
31-17. Now, at one point in the fourth quarter, the Ravens had a 97.1% chance of winning.
Right. Yeah.
Ocho, I think we owe it to ourselves. We've got to have these conversations, these very, very tough, difficult conversations about Lamar. Mm-hmm. We got to have them. You saw what happened in Pittsburgh, a fumble and a pick. You saw what happened today, Ocho. Another pick six today, late in the ball game, Ocho. Yeah. Now, see, Ocho, when I get in here, when I talk on television and you and I have these conversations, I don't like to deal with conjecture. I don't like to deal with speculation, and I don't like to deal with innuendo. I like to deal with facts. 10 games into the season, Lamar Jackson has thrown as many touchdowns as Mac Jones. Mac Jones got benched for the third time today. He's fumbled 10 times and lost 5. He has as many turnovers as he has touchdowns. Now, this ain't no conjecture, Ocho. This ain't no speculation. This ain't innuendo. These are facts.
Facts, right.
And people don't want to have those conversations. Now, I'm telling you, he's thrown for as many touchdowns as Mac Jones. Mac Jones has been benched 3 times this year. He's fumbled 10 times, lost 5.
Right.
And he has as many turnovers as touchdowns.
Remember, we talked about one thing, right?
Yes.
We talked about one thing is when you're turning the ball over, it's hard for you to overcome it depending on who your team is and who you have at the helm running the offense. So he's had 10 overs and lost 5 of them.
Yes.
The Ravens are still 7-3.
Yes.
The Ravens are still 7-3 and atop of the division. They have a very special defense. At one point in the game, the Ravens was up 24-9 early in the third quarter.
Yes.
The play from quarterback Deshaun Watson in the first half, it was ridiculous. He was 16 for 20 for 79 yards and interception. Deshaun Watson in the second half, who brought them boys back to life. He was 14 for 14 for 150 yards and a TD. So was it really Lamar Jackson or the fact that Deshaun Watson and the Browns were able to turn things around and get themselves back in the game?
So Deshaun Watson got a tie ball game and he didn't step on the field. So so that pick 6, was that Deshaun Watson?
No, that pick 6, that was a phenomenal tip ball that went in the air. You can't control that. It was a tip ball.
Ocho. Go ahead. But see, this is what you do.
Tip ball.
So on that touchdown to Odell Beckham. So was that Lamar Jackson or was that Odell Beckham? Or who gets the touchdown pass?
Hey, that was beautiful.
Who gets the touchdown pass? You see what Lamar you want to do? You want Lamar to give Jackson. On a 5-yard route, you want to give all the credit to the quarterback. But when it comes to the interceptions, we make all these excuses. Well,
I'm not making I mean, it was a tip ball. I'm just saying these are facts, right?
Is it an interception?
I watched the game. Yeah, it was a fact, but it still is on Lamar Jackson. That is something that you can't control. That's a part of the game.
Okay.
You throw a pass and a lineman tips it or a backer tips it,
yes,
and it gets picked off. It goes the other way. Greg Newsome made a great play. There's nothing you can do about that. Things like that happen. But again, the fact of the matter is, the Ravens are still a great offense. Lamar is still very, very dynamic and giving his team an opportunity to win week in and week out because he is so special at the quarterback position, despite the turnovers, despite the interceptions.
Ocho, you think, Ocho, 10 games into the season, you think you're going to be able to overcome come playoff time when your quarterback turns the ball over that much? You think you're going to be able to overcome that?
But you know it's a good thing? You know it's a good thing to get the mistakes and the turnovers out the way now. Because if you could be 73 and still be sitting atop the AFC,
Ocho,
going into the tail end of the year, you're gonna clean those mistakes up. So what happens when you clean those mistakes up? Then what?
Ocho, what's Lamar's history in the playoffs? Remember the first time after the MVP season, he had 5 turnovers against Tennessee.
Yeah.
The next year he goes to beat Tennessee. What happens when he in the divisional round? He goes to Buffalo. He turns the ball over.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, a pick in the end zone, he fumbled, strip sack. Today, another pick. Indy, they lost to Indy. Gardner Minshew, in the fourth quarter, they had an 88% chance of winning. Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett, 90.2% chance of winning. Today, Deshaun, I granted, and Deshaun still, I mean, this was probably the best Deshaun has looked as far as running the football, throwing the football also.
Yeah.
At
that
97.
Second half.
And 2 of these 3 games, you're at home. You got to win those. I mean, come on, Ocho, you got to win that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why you got to win those games. Because who's your quarterback?
Lamar Jackson.
That's why you got to win those games. If look, we're not even talking about this. If this Zach Wilson, or this if this is somebody else,
right?
Because he's so dynamic, because we have such expectations, because he is a former MVP. Right. The greater the accomplishment, the more expectations come along.
They come along with it, yeah. And I think even Lamar even understands that. But the funny thing about it is crazy stat. I was watching the Browns when playing an AFC opponent and trailing by 14 points before today's game, they were 0-59-1.
Yes,
0-59-1 when trailing by 14 and managed to come out with a W.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Lamar didn't have a good day throwing. He missed Zay Flowers early in the game for a touchdown. He overshot him.
Yeah.
He had a bad underthrow on another because he had 2 picks. One was a pick 6 and one was a little early in the game. But he has to clean those things up because this might be as wide open as we've seen the AFC in a while.
Yeah.
Kansas City is not the invincible, the immortal Kansas City that we're used to seeing over the last 3 to 4 years.
They can be beat.
They can be beat. We just saw the 49ers, who was on a 3-game losing streak, go beat the brakes off Jacksonville. We saw not Tennessee. We just saw the Texans with a rookie quarterback go to the jungle, and the guy stared down Joe Burrow. So there are no invincibles out there.
Nah.
So this is the opportunity for Lamar and the Ravens. But I will say this, Ocho, I was surprised that how well the Browns moved the ball, even though that pick 6. Yes. I was very surprised at how well they moved the ball. Breeze just donated $20 and asked, what's one player y'all hated going against?
One player hated going against? That's a good one. When I think about the landscape of the NFL, especially during my day, it would always probably be the Steelers or the Ravens, obviously. But I got up for that. James Harrison, Ike Taylor, Deshae Townsend.
But see, you ain't have to block James. Try blocking Reggie White at 228. Try blocking Bruce Smith.
Ooh,
try blocking Michael Strahan.
That's bad. That's bad for you, boy.
I got Derek Thomas, Kevin Green. I got I had Leslie O'Neal, Howie Long, Greg Townsend. All them in the division.
Yeah, but you have to think I did all the trash talking through the week, so I had 11 people trying to knock my head off,
Yeah.
trying to kill me at every given time, and I enjoyed that.
I waited to the game. You know, we had some battles because rest his soul, Cortez Kennedy, Chester McGlock.
Cortez.
Yeah, Tez was at Seattle. I was at Denver.
Yeah.
Chet was at Kansas City and the Raiders. Later was a teammate of mine. But those were some battles. I mean, I don't think you really hated going against anybody. I think you welcomed the opportunity because you know what was in front of you. You know what's at stake. Especially if it was a division rival. Some guys like you weren't familiar with. You only saw them like once every 2 to 3 years. So you weren't kind of familiar with those guys. You kind of didn't know what to expect. Are they going to play snap the whistle or snap to after the whistle? So you really kind of didn't know what to expect. So I just want hey guys, how we doing this thing today? We going snap the whistle, snap after the whistle because I'm ready for you.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because I got to make sure I'm gonna play for shipping and handling because I'm gonna make sure you get this ish back. Oh yeah, you gonna get it back now. You do all this cheap shotting. Don't think I ain't gonna get you back because I'm gonna get you back. The Chargers lose 41-38. And you know, games like this when it's going up and down, you know, turnover is gonna cost you the ball game.
Oh yeah.
Ocho, I'm gonna say this. And I don't really advocate for anybody to lose their job.
No,
but Brandon Staley,
don't do that.
but Brandon Staley is a defensive guy. He got the job, even though his defense was middle of the pack when he was at the Rams. The Chargers have gave up 500 yards of offense for the second time this season, and they've given up at least 475 4 times. A defense that got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr., Kenneth Murray, Sebastian Day. That's unacceptable.
Derwin James.
That's unacceptable, Ocho. Take off. What you got?
It is. Listen, it's unacceptable, but again, they were playing Jared Goff and the very, 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 very hot Detroit Lions, who are on a roll right now. They're on a roll offensively. Amon St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. Stop playing. So I get it giving up 533 yards of offense, even though Brandon Staley's defense, they're ranked 24th. They're at the bottom of the pack, too.
Yes, but how? Ocho, you got Khalil Mack, who's the defensive player of the year. You got Joey Bosa. You got Derwin James. You got Kenneth Murray. You got Asante Samuel Jr. You got Sebastian Day.
The funny thing about it is all the names sound beautiful. It looks great on paper. But then you have to go out there and execute Brandon Staley's defense. And that just ain't happening. It's just not happening.
When has it happened? Yeah. Now you getting to my point, see?
Yeah. Offense was good though.
Yes. I mean, Keenan Allen, 11 for $175. He's gone haywire the last 3-4 weeks. I mean, Eckler gonna get your touchdown. He's a fantasy guy. If you draft him, he's gonna win you a lot of fantasy draft. But this is I mean, the offense, I mean, you look at them, they go up and down the field too. But in a game like this, one turnover, I mean, Herbert turned the ball over once, and that's kind of was the difference in the ball game. Because you look late in the ball game, the Lions moved right up the field. Khalif Raymond ran right up the field, 41-yard completion, boom. Walk-off field goal.
Game over.
Yes.
So, obviously, really both sides. Well, obviously, the Lions defense wasn't playing really well at all because they also gave up 31-38. We had 38
41-38. Because they gave up 38 points. Yeah. 41-38 was the final.
They played bad too.
Yeah. But see, I got the ball last. See, I know my defense bad, but guess what? They're not on the field. I ain't asking my defense to stop you.
Right.
You gotta ask your sorry defense to stop me.
Stop me. Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. When I think about it, when you look at the roster, especially what Brandon Staley has to work with defensively, they should be dominating. Like a defense like that should be doing what the Ravens or the Browns are doing. They should be in the upper echelon or top 5 in defense with that type of roster. But it's not panning out. Why it's not panning out? Maybe they need to change what they run. Maybe they need to change something up.
The Cowboys do a demolition job on the Giants. The Cowboys have outscored the Giants 89-17. CeeDee Lamb in his last 11 games, 11 catches, $151, 1 touchdown.
Dak Prescott.
11 for 191, 12 for 158, 2 touchdowns.
Dak Prescott.
Go ahead.
Can you give Dak Prescott his flowers? Say Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Can you say that for me?
Stop it. So hold on.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Don't do that. Just give Dak his flowers for me, please.
Ocho.
Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Ocho. So let me get. So you taking him over Mahomes? You taking him over Joe Burrow?
No.
Hold on. Who else? Jalen. You taking him over Jalen Hurts?
No.
You taking him over Lamar Jackson?
Okay. Now we getting a little iffy.
I just asked you a simple question. Ain't no iffy. You said he top 5. I just named 4 quarterbacks. Are you taking him over Lamar? Yes or no?
Okay. Let's make he's number 5. Then boom. Now what? Now what you got? Now yeah. Now what you got?
Me personally, I'm not taking Dak over Trevor Lawrence.
What?
I'm not taking. You taking him over Jared Goff?
Yo.
You taking him over Jared Goff? Yes or no?
You got a cold?
You taking him over Jared Goff? Yes or no?
Right now?
Right now?
I don't like when you do that.
Why
are you trying to discredit? Why are you trying to discredit what Dak did today?
You told me Dak was top 5. I named you 6 quarterbacks.
I like Dak top 5 right now.
You taking it?
I'm cold in here. Let me. I'm cold. I like Dak top 5 right now.
You taking it over?
Because I'm trying to understand how you gonna argue the fact. How you gonna argue the fact?
You taking him over CJ Stroud?
Listen, come on, don't do the rookie
like
that.
Why yes or no?
Don't do that.
Yes or no?
Let me tell you something real quick. Listen to me real quick. Stay with me now. Stay with me, baby.
Okay.
CDA, Dak Prescott, 26 for 35, 404 yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception. He only played 3 quarters. Top 5.
Ocho.
Top 5.
Ocho. The quarterback.
Flowers.
What's his name? Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito done played 2 games and they got 100 yards passing.
Listen, they ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the Giants' problem. We ain't got nothing to do with that. The Dallas Cowboys came in town to play the New York Giants.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing to do with their roster. We ain't got nothing to do with their injuries. We got to go in there and do our job.
You will be the crippled man. So you'll be the crippled man. Man that can't see, got no arms. You'll fight him and beat him down. So, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, he shouldn't have been talking ish.
He shouldn't have got it. He shouldn't get his ass. Hey, don't get your ass in the ring if you don't watch your ass whoop.
Oh man, that's a shame, Ocho. The Cowboys, the first drive, red zone, they got stopped on the goal line. Dak threw a pick, but once they got rolling, they did a number on the Giants. They did a number on the Giants. But see, Ocho, this is what I tell. This is what you're supposed to do. A team that you're better than, you're supposed to beat the brakes off of.
Don't do that. Why you acting like you just didn't see Dak didn't play well last week against the Eagles?
And what did he do when the rubber needed to meet the road? When I needed a touchdown? What did he do when I absolutely needed it on the fight? What did he give me?
Did the Cowboys not have a chance to win the game?
Hold on. I got a chance to win the lottery. How many times you done played the lottery and you won? You got a chance to win every time.
I ain't never played it.
Well, you got a chance to win every time.
So we gonna continue to we not gonna give Dak his flowers for his performance today.
So he played exceptional.
Top 5. Top 5.
On whose list? On yours? You won't even give me
everybody's list. Everybody's
top
list.
5. Name your top 5 quarterbacks. Name your top 5 quarterbacks.
We just did.
No, ain't no we. You. I named them. You name them. Give me yours.
Okay. I'm going Joe Burrow first, then Patrick Mahomes.
The mere fact that you got Joe Burrow in front of Patrick Mahomes, your list is disqualified.
Now you just told me you said my list. Now how you gonna change my list?
I can't take you serious. You gonna put a guy over a 2-time league MVP, a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, and a guy that's never won the award, and you gonna put him in front of him. How can I take your list serious?
Okay. Patrick Mahomes, here, make you happy. Patrick
Mahomes, I want it now. Yeah. I don't even want to list. You know what? They say in Japan, when somebody dishonor someone in the family, they turn their back on.
Hey, I would turn my back, but I ain't finished cutting the back of my head.
Yeah, show up that swatch you left up there. I think like a topical map.
Hey, I ain't finished cutting my head, man.
Okay, but go ahead. I want to get your top 5 quarterbacks. Okay, you got Joe Burrow, Patrick
Okay,
Mahomes,
no.
you got a
Listen,
three.
all jokes aside, obviously we know Patrick Mahomes is always first based on everything he's accomplished to this point. I like Joe first. Obviously, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and then I go Lamar Jackson, Dak, 5A, 5B. If I can do that, please. If I can do that, because it's my list.
Yes, your
If,
list.
if I can,
Okay.
okay, I'm just saying, that shouldn't be an argument. That shouldn't be an argument. It's very fair to the way he's
I ain't
played
trying
up
to
to
be
this
fair.
point this season.
When I went to the fair, I got a candy apple, I got cotton candy, I rode the merry-go-round. I petted a goat one time at the fair. I ain't trying to be fair. Give me a list. See, that's your problem. You try to be fair. You try to fit everybody's feelings.
I gave it to you. I gave it to you. And I gave it to you. Dak top 5 though.
Okay. I ain't going that far, but okay. So still they haven't got their running game, man. The Cowboys. Are you okay with the running game?
Yeah.
Because I thought they would be better. You remember how well Pollard ran the ball last year? And you remember last year when they got the ball down there, that was Zeke. I think Zeke had 12 rushing touchdowns.
Last year.
He wasn't the explosive player that he was his first couple of years in the league, but he was a plow horse. He was no longer a thoroughbred. He was a plow horse, and he could plow the ball into the end zone. I think they missed that. I really do. I really think they missed Zeke.
I mean, listen, they're running the ball. They're running the ball efficient. We're running the ball efficient. They're not using the run to open up the pass because the pass is exceptionally well. Gallup playing well.
Gallup played well today. Brandon Cooks played exceptionally well today.
Played exceptionally well. CeeDee Lamb is on a goddamn tear.
Yeah.
So at that point, when you got to pick your poison on who to stop, do you even need the running game?
Oh, you need
a factor?
You need it.
I mean, you do need it, but I'm just saying it hasn't been a factor to this point. Obviously, when you get to the playoffs, it's going to be a different ball game.
Well, I mean, consider that they lost 3 games, so they lost 3 games doing something. Did they run the ball against the Arizona Cardinals? Did they run the ball against the 49ers? Did they run the ball against the Eagles? Ocho, we got 19,000 people watching.
What? 19,000?
Yep.
Boy, I can't wait. Boy, I can't wait till we give away this $250K, boy. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know 19,000 people.
Oh, so I just want to know, okay, here's the thing. We got a poll up. We want to know which is more inconsistent. Anthony Davis, Lamar Jackson, McDonald's ice cream machine, or Dak Prescott.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't want to know. That was the people. The people wanted the poll. The people say give us a poll. Let us pick.
You want to know what the most inconsistent was out of all those? McDonald's ice cream machine being broken. And that's a fact.
We're gonna let the people decide. I ain't let you decide. You can't vote.
Don't let the people decide.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
They know it's the ice cream machine. They know it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
AD is not inconsistent.
It's not for you to decide. You're not a caller.
The people don't know.
Yeah, they do.
They don't know.
So now they don't watch sports now.
Everybody you just named is elite at their position.
And inconsistent could be also be a quality or trait.
No, because you can't be elite and inconsistent. Because you wouldn't even be in the conversation if you weren't consistent.
Who said Dak is elite? Who said that?
What? You trying to tell me Dak ain't elite?
I ain't trying to. I've been told you that. Ain't nobody think Dak elite. Ain't nobody think Dak elite but you.
Stop playing, man. What
man,
you
Dak
talking
is
about,
not
man?
elite.
Dak is top 5. What are you talking about, man?
Dak is not elite.
Who? Oh, you know what? Unc, you're going to have to stop this. You're going to have to get this man to stop.
Give me the poll. Give me the poll. If that, you know what? This is what we do. We put it to the.
No.
No. Stop it.
No, because people don't even like the Cowboys. They're not going to be fair. They're not going to be fair. They hating because it's the Cowboys.
Liberty City. Did y'all have FFA in Liberty City? Future Farmers of America.
FAA.
Yeah, FFA. Future Farmers of America. Because I go to the fair. You know, the fair. We had a cow show, goat show, hogs. You show pigs, cattle, livestock.
No, we got the Dade County Youth Fair. We got a Dade County Youth Fair. They got a petting zoo.
What y'all got?
Talk about Dak ain't elite.
He's not. He's not.
Talking about, man.
He's not elite, Ocho. He's good, listen, but he's not elite.
Let me tell you something. CeeDee Lamb, the last 3 games, who's the one throwing him the ball?
Dak.
Who's the one throwing him the ball?
So that's what we basing it on?
I'm just asking the question. Who's
who's throwing the ball? Dak. The same one that's been throwing him the ball that when he went out in the first round. That same guy threw him the ball that turned the ball over. That same guy.
Wait. He's the only person turning the ball over?
No, we ain't talking about everybody.
You said Dak turning the ball over.
You say you're that. Now see what you want to do?
I mean, no. But you use it. You talk about people turning the ball over like other people don't turn the ball over.
You said you. I think. Are we talking about Dak or are we talking about somebody else? Now you want to bring somebody else in the equation.
You're using examples. You using an example about Dak turning the ball over when everybody else did. Didn't you just talk about Lamar turning the ball over? Didn't Deshaun Watson turn the ball over? Didn't Joe Burrow turn the ball over today? I mean, what are you saying? That does not make it.
Is Dak elite? 75% says no.
See, that 75% is a goddamn lie, and they don't like America's team.
That's 3,000. That's 3,000 people. We got 3,000 votes.
They just don't like the Cowboys.
I started to put yes, no, hell no. And that would have been 82%.
Listen, Unc, you got to get a man his flowers, baby. You ain't got no choice.
Ocho, 25 or 36, 404, exceptional. But wouldn't you like to see? You see? Remember I told you last week, don't you want to finish that 374 off with a great day and a win? You see? Why am I impressed with Dak throwing for 374? I just watched Sam Howell the week before throw for 397 and 4 touchdowns against the very defense that Dak Prescott threw for 374. But you want me to be impressed. So I guess Sam Howell is elite because he threw for 397 and 4 touchdowns because it seems to me to you that numbers, all it is numbers, nothing else.
Whoa. When we judge a quarterback, don't we base everything off statistics, right?
No. That's only a part of it.
Isn't that what we do?
Mahomes with those statistics, minus those MVPs, minus those Super Bowl, is not Patrick Mahomes. Because we've seen a lot of quarterbacks put up great numbers. Tony Romo put up numbers. So was Tony Romo elite? Was Tony Romo elite?
I don't remember that far back.
Hold on, let me call. I got to call somebody because all of a sudden Ocho can't talk. Damn.
I'm saying I don't remember that far back.
I'm about to call 911.
Dez was elite.
I ain't talking about Dez. You see how you try to shift it? I don't know about. I'm talking about the quarterback. I'm talking about Tony Romo. Was Tony Romo elite? Yes or no?
I don't remember his stats.
Now you remember. You was in the league when Tony Romo played.
No, I wasn't. I don't even think I even played the Cowboys. I played the Cowboys.
That ain't got nothing to do whether or not you was in the league.
I mean, when I'm in the league, I'm not paying attention to the quarterbacks on other teams. I was focused on my quarterback, Carson, who was elite during his team.
You could have focused on a lot of stuff. It wasn't like y'all would get geared up to make deep playoff run. You could have been focusing on some other stuff. Stop it. You followed the league. You followed other receivers. You saw what Dez was doing. Well, how you know what Dez was doing? How you know Dez was elite? Who was throwing him the ball? Who was throwing Dez the ball? When Dez was allegedly, supposedly elite, who was throwing him the ball?
Tony Romo.
Okay, then, so how you know? You say you didn't follow this league. You didn't follow nobody.
I saw the highlights on ESPN.
Exactly.
I saw the highlights on ESPN. Dez was on ESPN every week.
So I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You never broke down tape of the Cowboys offense going against somebody's defense.
Why would I break down the tape of?
Because it's a part of the game footage. It's a part of the game. You get 4 games, and they break down 4 games.
The past 4.
Oh yeah. You never faced.
It just so happened. I never had the. Okay. The matter of fact, once.
No. Which is it?
Once when T.O. was with the Cowboys.
How you know? So who was throwing T.O. the ball?
Tony Romo.
Oh, damn. All of a sudden, you remember who Tony Romo was. You go from not being in the league when Tony Romo was in the league to all of a sudden, you know Tony Romo's throwing the ball to Dez.
You asked me, was Tony Romo elite? I said, I don't know because I wasn't watching him play. I remember the people he was throwing to, though. I know my receivers. I know my receivers.
Tony Romo, hold on. Dez Bryant.
So are you saying Tony Romo wasn't elite? I'm asking you. What, he wasn't elite?
I asked you. No, I don't think.
No.
What you mean? How you supposed to know?
I don't know. I don't play for the. I ain't play for the Cowboys.
It was not about.
I'm asking you. Was Tony Romo elite?
No.
I can say by every receiver.
No. Tony Romo was not elite.
What was he? What was he then?
He was a good quarterback.
That's it.
That's it. What you want me to say?
So
you want me to lie?
So what is Dak?
Dak is a good quarterback.
All right.
Not top 5.
When is the last time the Cowboys had elite quarterback that you felt was elite?
When they was winning Super Bowls.
Oh, so 1995, 94, when Troy Aikman and they had this.
Emmett. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
All right.
I mean, it is what it is, Ocho.
Okay.
Ocho, you do realize that throughout the history, no matter how great it was, and I played in the 90s and played a little bit in the 2000s.
Yes, sir.
There's only been a handful of elite quarterbacks. The league is not littered. There's not 7, 8, 10 elite quarterbacks. There never have been. Not at a given time.
That.
Yeah. Now, over history, yes. But at a given time, no.
No. I understand that.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
I understand that.
I'm just trying to say.
Okay.
5,000. Ooh, Ocho, this thing going the other way. 5,000 people voted. Is Dak Elite? 76% say no. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't got no. I can't even vote if I wanted to.
I think sometimes, I think the people are biased just because they're not fond of Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. I think people are not voting based on his play.
This
season. No, I don't.
Really? Ocho.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Hey, you know what?
People are voting with emotion. They voting with emotion, not
Ocho,
logic.
A lot of people are saying the same thing. That you vote because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
What do you mean? I'm not. Why would I hurt anybody's feelings?
Because you're concerned. You say that.
I'm looking at what he's doing. This is elite shit. I'm looking. I'm not blind. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes today. I saw it. I saw it. 26 for 35 for 404 and 4 TDs.
So let me ask you a question.
I saw it.
So if a guy, let's just say for the sake of argument, guy goes, who has the most receiving yards in a game?
Clipper Anderson.
339, right?
Yeah.
Is he elite? Was he elite?
I'm not sure. He just had a great game that day.
Oh! You see how you did that, Ocho? You see how you did that? Thank you.
Okay.
Now you make my point. There's levels to this.
I see what you're doing. There's levels to it, but Dak is doing it consistently.
When?
Yeah. Look at it. We're in week 9. Look at his numbers throughout the season.
Look at
his number. Look at his numbers week to week.
I would look at the numbers at Arizona. I would look at the numbers at San Francisco. I would look at the numbers of the Eagles. At some point in time, hey, them big numbers is.
Hold on. You said early in the season when they was losing, right? When your defense is not getting you turnovers and taking the ball back for you, and you got to score points. So now the offense and Dak is scoring points.
20,000.
Now
we got 20,000 live. Go ahead.
Now it's still. We got who?
We got 20,000 live viewers right now.
Hey, y'all! I love y'all. We giving that $250K away in a minute. But now the offense is scoring points.
Yes.
Now you're moving the goalpost.
No.
And that's another issue.
Ocho. No, listen to what I said. I said the offense was scoring, but the defense was giving them short fields. Special teams was giving them short fields. Can you give me DeVito's numbers today?
What?
Because at one point,
for 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, they had 17 yards passing.
Really? Ocho, really?
17 yards passing.
Really, Ocho?
In the NFL game, 17 yards passing, I think 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
You're making my point, Ocho. You don't, unbeknownst to you, you didn't even realize, but you're making my point.
Yeah, I'm trying to show you the difference in why Dak is elite. Because he wouldn't have no goddamn 17 goddamn yards passing.
So you basing Dak against Tommy DeVito. Really, Ocho? Is that what we gonna do? Who
did the Cowboys play today?
The Giants.
Thank you. Who's the quarterback for the Giants?
The Little Giants. That movie, the movie, The Little Giants. That's who they played today.
Who was the quarterback for the Giants today?
Tommy DeVito.
Okay. That's what was out there. That's who was going against Dak.
That's what you do.
Dak is in no control of that. He can't control who he has. He has to go out and do his job. The fact that what's his name?
Tommy DeVito?
No, the one who got hurt towards ACL.
Who? Josh who? In today's game?
No, I'm talking about the Giants quarterback that got hurt.
Oh, you talking about Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. I'm talking about Josh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If Daniel Jones was there, you think the results would have been different?
No, because I don't think he's that good either.
Okay. I just want
Ocho,
to see what you're gonna say.
Ocho, dude was 14 of 27, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. 86 yards in an NFL game. Well, that was better than a week ago because he was -1 yard. He had less yards than me passing than me, and I ain't leave my house.
So what does that tell you about the New York Giants?
They're not good. They're not good. They're not good at all. And think about
Whoa. Hold on. What does that tell you about the importance of the quarterback position in the NFL on why Dak is elite?
It's the most important position of all of sports, but that don't mean just because somebody's playing good, that don't mean he's elite. I don't think Dak is elite. So we're gonna move it along. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for donating over $1,000 tonight. The bill.
What?
We got $1,000 donated already.
Well, hey, listen. Thank you. I know y'all watching. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get the Unc. We're gonna start. You know what? We giving away $250K. I don't care. I don't care. We finna bless y'all.
Y'all don't listen to Ocho.
We gonna bless y'all.
Coach Belichick, there's something that happened in the Patriots game today against the Colts.
Yeah.
Mac Jones threw an interception in the fourth quarter near the end zone. And Coach Belichick benched him, inserted Bailey Zappi in the final 152. And then Zappi threw an interception after a fake snap. Oh, I don't get what Coach Belichick is doing. I don't.
Did he try to pull like that Dan Marino fake snap and throw it and he got picked off?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how, I'm not going to use the word traumatizing. Do you know how demoralizing it is for your confidence to be benched just in general, but to be benched 3 times? 3 times. Your starting quarterback benched 3 times. You have no confidence.
Zero.
At all.
Zero. He ruined him last year when he inserted a special teams coach and a defensive coordinator as his offensive coordinator. And neither one had ever called an offensive snap. But see, that's the arrogance of Coach Belichick. Because see, that's when you think you're so arrogant, you're so good, it doesn't matter. See, he always thought it was his system. He didn't realize how good the players that he actually had. Those guys, the Ty Laws and the Willie McGinnises and the Richard Seymours and the Rodney Harrison and the Teddy Bruschi's and the Vince Wilforks, those guys, the Asante Samuels, those guys were really, really good. He thought it was his system. He didn't realize how good Edelman and, well, obviously Brady goes without saying, but he didn't realize. And people look at those guys, and because they're not Reggie White, and because they're not Jerry Rice, and because they're not this, well, no. They fit perfect for that system. And now he doesn't have that talent caliber player. That system is still there. The Patriot way is still there. Unless they move the Patriot where they practice at, where they play at, where the building's at, everything is still in place except the caliber of players that he used to get.
And what I really think it is, again, I'm going to go back to the quarterback position and importance and understanding the centerpiece that was always there. So if you look at the Patriots over the previous 20 years, when Tom Brady was there, if you understand the centerpiece, Brady was always there. Everything else was interchangeable. Year in and year out. Everything always continued to change except that one centerpiece. So I think really the Patriot way and the system that Belichick had in place, it went hand in hand because he had a special centerpiece in Tom Brady that made everything go. Made everything go. So it didn't matter what changed around him. As long as Brady is there, that Patriot way and that system was able to function at a high level regardless of what came in and what went out.
They had really good defenses. And what could happen is that Brady might not be playing his best game, but the defense would hold, make you settle for field goals instead of getting the ball into the end zone. They would get a costly turnover, and then Brady was always great at finding a way to win the game. Be it touchdown or getting them in field goal range. And then he had Adam Vinatieri, who's all-time to all-century team. They had Gostkowski, who did a great job until he missed that PAT in Denver, and it shook his confidence. But you're right. They had some really, really good players. I'm not saying any of those guys were Bruce Smith or Derek Thomas or Ray Lewis or Ed Reed, but they didn't have to be.
Right.
They had parts, and that part made up a tremendous unit. But they had the big joker, which was Tom Brady. And he could overcome a lot.
A lot.
Coach Belichick is still standing up there, being smug, being arrogant.
But that's just him. That's just him, though.
But guess what?
That's just him.
But guess what? You ain't got that dog behind you to back that bull jive up. Now, eventually, guess what? See, you got to win to keep people listening to what you got to say.
Right. So, based on his history and what he's done in the past and being able to win so much throughout the years, it doesn't matter. Does that all that's out the window now?
No. This is pro sports. You're paid to win. In pro sports, you don't get lifetime deal. Coach K got a lifetime deal. Pat Summitt got a lifetime deal. Coach Smith get a lifetime deal. And as long as you don't become what Bobby Knight became, you can stay in those places for perpetuity.
Okay.
In pro sports, oh no. Because guess what? We paid you for that. Mr. Kraft has paid that man handsomely. Now, when I'm paying you based on what you're going to do. I don't pay you for what you did.
Well, listen, I think Mr. Kraft has to also understand, if you look at your roster and look what Belichick has to work with, especially
he picking them.
The quarterback position.
Coach Belichick picking them. Every player that come through that door, you're there for one reason. Why are you there, Ocho? You was in that organization for a year. If you go to New England, why are you in New England?
Win.
No. I know why you're there, but who put you there?
Mike Brown.
No, Mike Brown. No, Mike Brown. He's in what you call him? He's in Cincinnati. There ain't no Mike Brown.
He put me there.
No. You can't trade. You can't make a trade to a team if the team doesn't accept the trade. You and I both know everything that comes in or out of New England, it has Coach Belichick's blessing. From the paper clips to the stapler to the fax machine to the emails, nothing goes in or out without that man's blessing. So don't give me about the level of talent of Smith, because he's picking the talent. He said he wanted to cook the grocery. He wanted to buy the grocery. He wanted to make the dish.
Wait, but the difficult part, like the difficult part that you are missing, in order for that train to keep rolling, you got to have a quarterback. You have to have a good, efficient quarterback.
Pick him. Who's picking the quarterbacks, Ocho?
You know how hard it is to find a good quarterback? Do you know how difficult that is? You just said it yourself. It is never a bunch of elite quarterbacks at one time in the NFL. It's never. It never is.
So now
you got lucky with Tom when you had Drew Bledsoe.
So
now you haven't been lucky.
So we may need to take some of that credit that we was giving Coach Belichick and give a little bit more of it to Tom Brady.
I think everybody was giving it to Tom Brady anyway, because Tom is the one that made that train. I mean, if you watch football and understand the game, even the casual fan can see it was more Brady than it was Belichick.
No, but here's the thing: who was picking those? Who was picking the Gronkowskis? Who was picking the Vince Wilforks? Who was picking those guys? Who was picking the Richard Seymours? Who was picking the Julian Edelmans? Who was making the trade for Wes Welker? Who was bringing in Amendola? Who was drafting all those guys?
So basically, what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is he has a thing for eye and understanding and knowing talent, and has been doing his due justice for Robert Kraft and that organization. And just now, all of a sudden, the picks he's been getting just haven't panned out. They haven't panned out the way he wanted them.
This was before your time. But if you go back and look at it, reminds you a lot of the Cowboys. I know you don't remember, the Cowboys came into existence in 1960. And when they started drafting, they was knocking it out the park. They was just getting Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer, from Bob Lilly to Randy White. They were drafting Harvey Martin and Ed Too Tall Jones, and they drafted Roger Staubach and Tony Dorsett and Tony Hill and Drew Pearson and Billy Joe Dupree and this one and that one. And you start to get seduced. You start to get high on your own supply. You think you can do no wrong. And all of a sudden, you start to take more and more risk. And you start to take more and more gambles. And you see Coach Belichick. You see what he do. They drafted 2 tight ends. 'Em. Both of them gone. And you took one in the second round. I think you took one in the 4th round. And see what happens is that you don't get a Richard Seymour. You don't get a Logan Mankins. You don't get a Vince Wilfork. You don't get a Julian Edelman in the 7th round who exceeds all expectations.
Yeah.
You don't Amendola, or you trade for a Wes Welker who's underused at Miami and say, you know what, I think he'll make a great slot receiver for Tom Brady. And you're a Rob Gronkowski, and you drafted that maniac from the University of Florida who was sensational, Aaron Hernandez, but he was warped in his head. You see?
Yeah.
He's still the same guy.
Yeah.
What, is he picking out with his eyes closed? What's going on, Ocho?
I mean, is the product still the same that was coming out back then than it is now?
The players are still there, because look at some of the players that he passed that went to other teams that are doing tremendous.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
When you put it like that, that's crazy.
Ocho, bro, they've had 20 years. Mr. Kraft, and I understand, because Ocho, once you start winning, all you want to do is win.
Win, that's it.
They've had an unprecedented run that you're probably never going to see again in the history, not in our lifetime. Now, we might, I know for certain I'll be dead and gone, but you're never going to see a 20-year run like what you saw in New England. 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 Super Bowl wins in a 20-year span. That's basically, they're going every other year to the Super Bowl. Let that sink, Ocho. Let that sink in.
What about the Chiefs? You don't think Reed and Mahomes could pull that off? What you think?
They've gone at 3 and 6 years. They got another 6 appearances they need to get to, and another 3 wins. And you know how hard it is, because an injury here, an injury there, and boom.
It changes everything.
Because think about it. Tom Brady missed a year. Hell, the way they were rolling, they might have went back.
Yeah.
Because they went 10 and 6. Matt Castle stepped in.
Matt Castle took over, yeah.
They went 10 and 6 with Matt Castle.
Yeah. I remember that.
Missed the playoffs. But I for me, Ocho, I just and people have been, and I think that's probably one of the reasons, because I had no problem questioning some of the decisions that Coach Belichick made.
Right.
I just think in that situation, there is no upside. You know what Bailey Zappi is. What's the likelihood of him coming off the bench cold in that situation, leading you to a victory, Ocho?
Right. And making a change.
I
don't know.
Ocho, if you want to make a change the next game, say, you know what? We're going to go with Bailey Zappi. I'm cool with that.
But they on the bye week. They're on the bye week this week. What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to make a change from this point on for the rest of the season?
You want to go into the bye week, give him some extra reps, come out of the bye week, Bailey Zappi, your starter. Right. No problem whatsoever with that.
Okay.
But in that situation with 152 to bring him off the bench cold,
you don't like the call then?
No, hell no. Hell no. Ocho, check this out. Bijan Robinson brought 114 family members and friends to watch him play. Bust them in from Tucson. What's the most people you ever brought to a ball game?
Ooh, about 7. About 7. Oh, whoa. The most to a ball game?
Yeah.
You know what? I know them boys gonna see this. All my, obviously, I'm from Liberty City, Dade County.
So you played in Miami.
Yeah, I had some fellas I grew up with on 50th Street, and some fellas off we call it alley. Call them alley boys. Very, very good friends of mine. We all grew up together. We all played football together. And I think the most I ever brought to a game was all of them at once, maybe about 40, just so they can get an opportunity to experience me play in person. I think I did it maybe 3 times in 11 years, just to be able to have them in the crowd, man, to enjoy the city, enjoy the games, and Ocho, just 3 times.
Ocho, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think I know 114 people.
You think it's really 114 people, or
that's what he said? He said he brought 114 family members and friends to watch him play. I got 20. I did 20.
That's a lot of people.
I brought 20, and that was from when I went to Atlanta. Even when I played in Jacksonville, we played in Jacksonville when I went to Baltimore. We played in Jacksonville, and that's 2 hours from where I grew up. Atlanta's 3 hours from where I grew up. 20 tickets was the most I ever bought.
Yeah, 40 is my limit. And anything after that was 5 or less. 5 or less. And it was always my same homeboys. The same homeboys that I met in Cincinnati. I had a friend of mine. I got lost my first day there. When I got drafted, I got lost. I met a dude that asked him for direction in 2001. I'll never forget. Jermaine Boyd, very good friend of mine, still to this day, 23 years later. I say, bro, I'm lost. I just got here, just got drafted, and I don't know where I'm going. And he had to give me directions. He gave me directions. Ever since that day, we exchanged numbers. We've been cool ever since. And from that point, there were 4 other guys that he knew, and we've been like the goddamn 5 horsemen ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come to every game, and that was it. Now outside of them, the kids coming.
Yeah,
I don't really count that.
Right.
But outside of that, man, that's it. I did it 3 times where all my homeboys from the hood. I hate saying that word. All my homeboys from Liberty City,
who I grew up with.
Yeah, who I grew up with. They came to watch me play.
Yeah.
That was fun. Those were some good times, man. To have all them boys. Hey, Unc, let me tell you one quick story real quick. One time, what do you call it? I think it's called Sam's. We went to a music store. I had all them boys come in town.
Yeah.
We like the Junkanoo. You know about the Junkanoo? You don't know about the Junkanoo, huh?
Mm-mm.
Man, listen, all 40 of them boys came in town, right? So we all went to the mall. Everybody got Timberlands. We got Timberlands, and we went to the music store. Got the cowbells, the whistles, drumsticks. Dude, they came in the family section. 40 of them, dude, dreads, mouthful of golds. Man, they had them cowboys and whistles, and had the stadium rocking. So they took over the whole stadium. That was a moment I will never ever forget, Unc. Man, that was the greatest feeling, man.
You turned the football game into a soccer match.
Man, basically that's what it was. Man, they had the whistles up there blowing. They had the Cowboys. They had the Cowboys going, and then they had the Timbs on, and like step. Oh, that shit was amazing, man. I miss those days. Them were some fun days, man.
Ocho.
Yeah.
We got a winner.
Wait, who winning?
We got a winner for tonight, the 2,500. Lil Tank. Make sure
wait. Are they old enough? You ain't even check the age. You talk about Lil Tank.
Well, he don't hear that. That's between him and his mom, his dad, or his grandma, or somebody.
He a rapper? Lil Tank? He rap?
Well, he say Lil Tank. Lil Tank, make sure you put your email address and your IG username in the chat, and we'll reach out. Congrats to Lil Tank. Man, Lil Tank gonna be Lil Tank, but hey, Lil Tank got 2,500 on it.
Yeah, but I have a question, huh?
Yes.
I like what we're doing. I like where we're going with this. But how do you know about the age of Lil Tank? I mean, how does that work? Are we able to verify?
Ocho, we giving away money. We ain't giving away no liquor, no weed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I just to make. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, can we? All right, I got one more thing. Just to make it, again, in this economy that we're in, I'm all about helping and want to bless people. Do you think we can up the ante in doing this multiple times a month, or you want to just stick to once a month?
You said I think a couple of times a month we can do it.
That's
but like I said, I think moving forward, what we're gonna do,
yes, sir.
We're gonna have 5 people win 500 each time.
So 5 people and give away 500 to each person.
Yep.
See, that's why I fucking love you.
Ooh, that's what we're gonna do.
Hey, you right.
What we're gonna do.
You right here.
I mean, we got to pay it forward because they're helping us grow at an alarming rate, and to show our appreciation, we're gonna give it back.
Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is doing that.
They're gonna try to start, but they're not gonna be able to.
Nah.
If they
try to start, if they try to start, we're up the ante.
Check this out, Ocho. Check this out. Jimbo Fisher got fired by Texas A&M. His buyout is $77 million, and there's no offset language, which means he's gonna get all $77 million. And if he becomes a head coach at another institution, he gets that money also. It's the largest buyout in college football history. The previous largest was Gus Malzahn at Auburn at $21 million. So if you buy him out, that's $77 million. You got to buy his staff out.
Mm.
And now you got to bring a staff in.
And got to pay them too.
So that lets you know the kind of booster and the kind of deep pockets that A&M got.
Yeah, most definitely. Any of those Power 5 schools, listen, the money run deep. It run deep like a goddamn well, man. It run real deep. But the fact that, can you imagine being a coach and getting fired and then really not caring? They paying you 77 something million not to come back and not to coach no more.
So Ocho,
that's crazy.
So he gets 19 million. He gets a little over 19 million immediately. And then beginning 120 days after the termination, he gets an equal annual payments all the way to December 31st, 2031.
Well, you ain't got to do nothing a day in your life ever again.
And guess what, Ocho? He in Texas. They ain't got no state income tax.
What?
Yeah.
So he get to see all that, huh?
All of it. He get to see. After you get to a certain up, you get over 600,000. It's 37. I think he's in the 37% bracket. So 37%. You take it 37%. So he's gonna bring out of every 1,630,000.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny?
With that,
and he gonna coach again too.
For sure.
Oh, he gonna coach again too, because that ain't just no anybody.
Right.
He just know anybody. He's someone with a resume that's extremely good.
He won a national championship.
Yeah. Yeah, he gonna coach again.
Because here's the thing, Ocho. It wasn't like he had a bad record. He had a bad record for what they were paying him and what they expected from him. They said, look at what we did. They have 102, anywhere between 100 and 105,000 every home game. You got boosters.
Damn.
They got boosters that got deep pockets.
Yeah.
And so they're saying, for what we're paying you and the facilities and what and the recruiting arm that we have, this ain't good enough. For us not to be in the national championship discussion, for us not to have played in the SEC championship, for us not to, they said, look, our pocket's deeper than Georgia. Our pocket's deeper than Alabama. We deeper than Ohio State. We deeper than Michigan.
Well, they need to open up their pockets for the students.
Oh, they got
the players.
They do. Oh, they do.
Okay.
You remember they had the number 1 recruiting class in 22.
Well, what the hell is the problem?
They thought it was Jimbo. That's why they got his ass up out of there. That's what the problem. That's what they believed the problem was.
Right.
And so they made the decision that after that director said he talked to the the president, and he says, "I
got a question.
Yes.
Do the higher ups ever consult with the players on the team?
No.
Or is that's how do they pay grade?
No. Yeah. Man, look here. These kids, Ocho, kids going to college.
Think they care?
They try. Look here. They try to get to the. They try to go to the NFL.
Right.
That's just the means to it. That's a stop off. That's a layover. Right. That's a layover from them, from high school to the NFL. It's like, sometimes you got the layover, Ocho. Like if I'm going, a lot of times you going from one place, you got the layover in Atlanta, or you got a layover in Minneapolis, or you got a layover in Detroit to get to your destination.
Right.
That's all college is for a lot of these kids.
Right.
And, in the NBA it used to be you go straight from high school to to NBA. Now you got to you got to go 1 year first.
1 year.
That's just a layover for them kids. They go to Duke or Kentucky or one of these prominent institutions. They just laying over Ocho. They're not trying to do anything, man.
Right. I got you.
Look. That's what 25% of the total buyout is due to Fisher in a lump sum within 60 days of termination. So about $19 million is due with 60 days, 2 months.
Man, tell him throw some on the floor for me. I'm gonna pick it up.
You're right. I mean, look, that's a good job. Crazy. I mean, so what would you think they'll pay a Nick Saban or Kirby Smart? I bet they get 15 to 20 million.
A year?
A year. Coach Saban already making 12.
That's it?
That's St. Nick. Hold on.
Wait, somebody make more than Saban though.
No, they don't. But here's the thing, Ocho. You think about it. What do you think Coach Saban playing for in Tuscaloosa? He ain't paying for a damn thing.
Nah. I just saw him. Did you see the graphic on all the stuff he owned? He
Yeah,
got going on the
he
car
just
dealerships
bought
and
two
stuff.
more car dealerships for 700 mil.
Where all that money coming from?
Man, look here. When you win at them programs,
Yeah.
now they wanted like, hey, let's do business.
Okay, I see where you're going with it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with
It
you.
ain't what you know, it's who you know.
No, yeah, that's a different ball game.
That's why I tell guys, if you go and play well in these cities, you never know. You know what? I like the way he conducts him. I like the way he carries himself. He's a winner. How many deals you think Brady or Manning? And that's what I say, Ocho, if Dak wins one Super Bowl in Dallas, he'll be the richest black man in Texas. He'll be the richest black man in Texas. Just one.
Yeah.
Go look at the Roger Staubach's portfolio. Look at Troy's portfolio. Look at Tony Romo's portfolio. Now, Tony Romo didn't win like Roger and Troy,
Right.
but he was box office. The pirouette, the improvisational, they loved it.
Right.
And he was undrafted. Dak has think about what Dak has overcome. Lost his mom to cancer, lost his brother tragically, win a Super Bowl. Man.
Unbelievable, huh?
Dak could be king. Dak could be king of Texas.
Hey, unfortunately, Dak is king right now, but I see where you're going with it, though. I see where you're going with it. They're going to get there, though. They're going to get there.
So, Lil Tank, thank you. Lil Tank commented, what's up? What y'all want me to do with the cash? You know
Save
what?
it. Save it.
If you know what? Break your mom off something. Break your dad, your grandma.
Ask Tank how old he is.
That man might not want to know. He
Lil
might
Tank,
not. He might be
you?
disappointed because he might not want his girl to know he got bread.
It's too late.
Criminal right around the corner. Criminal right around the corner. I ain't got nobody. I ain't got it.
Hey, speaking of Christmas, hey, you got somebody? Never mind. I don't wanna get you in trouble. Never mind.
I reached out to my kids. Man, you know what? I reached out to my daughter.
What they want? Can I tell you what my kids want? You tell me.
I already saw the list.
You saw the list?
I did saw the list for one of your daughters. Lil Tank's 823.
Oh, 20. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lil Tank. Oh, that 25 gonna be good. That's right up his alley. All right, Lil Tank. Listen, one of my daughters want a vending machine.
Where you gonna put it at?
She want a vending machine to put on campus at Prairie View A&M. No, I'm serious. She want a vending machine to put on campus at Prairie View A&M, and I like the idea. So I'm going to talk to the higher ups at A&M to see if it's possible to do for her to have multiple vending machines on campus for women necessities. See what happens.
So a vending machine with women products, not vending machine with cola and chips and snacks.
Nah.
Okay.
But yeah. I like where her head is at. So I'm going next week. I'm going to set up a meeting and see if we could do that. I love that idea. I like what her mind is, because then she won't have to be in my pockets. I see you, baby.
Get an ATM machine, put it on campus.
Yo, hey, how much is the ATM machine?
It don't matter. You stock it with money, you got it.
Yo, that's a good idea, huh? Ask somebody in the chat how much an ATM machine is. I should get one for my son so he can put it at Arizona State.
Somebody probably will beat you to that one, but I think Prairie View might be a great chance.
Oh, that's a good one.
Man, guys, we had over 20,000 in our chat tonight. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button. Thanks for clicking the like button. Guys, you guys have been unbelievable. We are growing at an alarming rate, and it's all because of you guys. You like the content. You like the back and forth between Ocho and I, and we greatly, greatly appreciate it. Bigger things to come in the future. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back tomorrow.
Whoa. Where you going? We leaving?
Yeah, we leaving. I got to go to work.
No, I know we got to go to work, but that ain't how we signing off. That ain't how we sign off now.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go.
Yeah. Let's go. We got our song now. Don't do that.
We got to ask Lil Tank. Make sure you comment your email or IG. Lil Tank, Now, if you want this bread now, you got to make sure you give us your email or your IG because we got to get the info. Now, I hate for somebody else to get your blessing. Bless you.
Appreciate it.
So, Lil Tank, please make sure you give us your email or your IG so we can contact you. We can put this blessing on you.
Come on, Tank.
Lil Tank. Okay. Ocho, what's the song?
The song, like last week, to end the show, is My Way, Frank Sinatra. Hold on. Let me get my little tea so I sound right. Hold on. Baby. Ay. You gotta let me know you're ready.
I'm ready when you are.
Baby, you up?
She said no.
You ready?
I'm ready when you are, Ocho.
You know the words, right? They're My Way?
Not really, but I'm gonna see.
And now
the
end
is here.
And so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear.
I'll make it clear. But okay, go ahead.
State my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this.
I did
it my way. Yeah. Way to go, Unc. Way to go.
I think, Ocho, we go clear out. We gonna do, you know what we gonna do? We gonna hit gospel. I mean,
tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow we gonna close with a gospel.
Tell me what song you want to do tomorrow.
You know what? We're gonna sing Rough Side of the Mountain.
What you know about that? On the rough side of the mountain. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Coming up. I'm coming.
Hey.
On the rough side. We're gonna say it to the bar. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for clicking that subscribe button.
Well, don't get me started now. We go to church now.
Thank you for clicking that subscribe button, the like button. Thank you again. I'm your favorite sports uncle, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, Cincinnati Bengals legend. We're signing off. See you tomorrow.
I love y'all.